Einen wunderschönen. Willkommen zum heutigen Abend. Willkommen zu einer weiteren Runde Rosewater. Schauen wir mal. Wir sind relativ schnell, dieses Poltern, relativ schnell vorangekommen. Sind jetzt, wir gucken mal schnell auf die Karte, wie spät das ist. Aber wir sind jetzt hier. Also wir haben letztes Mal einen riesengroßen Satz gemacht. Ist nicht mehr weit bis El Presidio. Und er wird immer noch ein Problem werden. Bin ich mir ziemlich sicher.
Phil?
Harley?
I'm sorry things with Eliza didn't work out for you.
I thought I glimpsed in her a kindred spirit, a zeal for community, a sense of care for her fellow man. But it seems that the fire in her eyes was something else.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Alle waren sie eingelullt, außer unsere Fahrerin.
It's a good thing we got away from New Bethel. For a while, I wasn't sure we ever would.
It's really a shame. It seemed like such a promising place. To think I was seriously considering staying there. Painful as I'm sure it was for them. I'm glad you exposed the truth. A life of deceit is not worth living.
What the?
Something wrong?
Some fellers on horseback are blocking the pass up ahead.
I'll have a look. Is there some trouble?
No trouble at all. Let us keep it that way, huh? I'm Agent Carson of the Blackburn Investigation Bureau. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's this about?
I will explain everything. First, I must ask that you and everyone inside the wagon kindly step outside. Come out quickly, please. No fuss. I appreciate your cooperation. I will be brief.
How can we be of service?
As I told your driver, this won't take long. I have a few questions. First off, where are you folks headed?
No.
We're going to El Presidio.
I see. For what purpose?
Just looking to conduct some business.
Where did you set out from?
We're coming from Rosewater.
I see. You've had a long journey. You must have encountered quite a number of people on your trip, yes?
A few? Why do you ask?
We're looking for some folks, and I wonder if you might have seen them. Easy now, pup. No need for all that. Control your animal, would you?
Tell us who you're looking for.
Gladly.
Shh, Lisa Lou? There's a good girl.
We are tracking a couple of men.
They must be dangerous fellers if you Blackburns were called in.
Quite. These men are ruthless bandits who raided an army supply wagon. The attack happened near Rosewater, and as it happens, you folks are coming from there. So naturally, I must ask if you know anything about the incident.
First I hear of it.
Same. Can't help you there.
Then I wonder if you might have seen these men on the road. See, a trapper family reported they'd camped a few days ago with some folks fitting our description. They said they were traveling in a wagon, much like this one, bound for El Presidio.
And what is the description of these men?
One's a tall, white man with brown hair and a well-trimmed mustache. The other's a short, swarthy New Spanish fellow with a beard.
Look, I don't know what to tell you, gents.
Oh, I believe you do, Mr. Ackerman. In fact, I would be very interested in hearing your account. That goes for Mr. Marquez and the rest of your party as well.
You can leave Miss Johnson out of this. She doesn't know anything.
We will determine that for ourselves. Will you quiet that mongrel?
Lisa, shh, girl.
Now, if you'll all kindly step away from the wagon, hands where I can see them. We will start our questioning with Mr. Ackerman.
And then what? Jail?
No, Mr. Marquez. Do you take us for the provincial sheriff? Besides, the jails are much too crowded with lowlifes these days, don't you think? Countries full of vagrants and foreigners. You really stepped in it when you decided to pick off that wagon. Truly you did. Did you know who you were messing with, I wonder? You'll tell us all about it. And then we will see that you don't tell anyone else. Quicker we do this, the better for all of us. Believe me. I said shut that beast up! Williams, take care of it, would you?
Wehe.
Take cover.
Everyone still alive?
For the moment.
Anybody seen Jake and Nadine?
I can go look for them.
Not until we do something about these Blackburns.
It doesn't add up. We robbed an army wagon, sure. But why call in the Blackburns? If the army wants us, why not send soldiers?
Good question. Maybe we can ponder that later if we're not dead.
Okay. Das haben wir.
These woods are lousy with Blackburn agents. The wagon's back that way, but I'm not risking a bullet without a damn good reason. Danny? Are you okay?
This is just like it happened last time.
You mean with Petey and your old gang?
Yeah, I hid then too. Left them all to die.
Okay, so muss ich mir mal angucken.
Look, we can survive this, but we need you. Nobody can shoot like you can.
I don't know that I can.
What do you mean? You're a great shot.
Yes, but only with bottles and juggling balls. I've never shot a person before. Not for real.
Phil?
This is not the best time, Harley. What do you want?
Got anything on you that could help?
As a matter of fact, I do. Here,
Your flask?
liquid courage. Does wonders.
Thanks.
Okay.
Now's not the best time, Harley.
He's not in the mood to... Damn, I needed that.
Don't even think about getting sloppy now, Leger.
These woods are lousy with Blackburn agents. Lola,
What?
have you got anything that might help?
Yes, and I'm shooting with it. Quit distracting me.
What happened to Lisa Lou?
Last I saw, she ran under the wagon.
How many are we up against?
5 left. You could help us out here.
You okay?
I'm being shot at. What do you think?
Ja, aber du hast zuerst geschossen, Mann.
He's not... Phil?
This is not the best time, Harley. What do you want?
Any luck taking those guys down?
Not yet. The cowards are quite good at hiding.
So, General, battlefield assessment? What do we do here?
If we could take them all out at once, we might stand a chance. But my dynamite is back with the wagon.
I could go get it.
You think you can make it there?
Got any better ideas?
I do not.
Where do you keep the dynamite?
In a storage trunk, on the back right, behind the rear wheel.
I'll need some cover to get to the wagon. Can you help?
I am not well positioned for that here. One of the others would be better.
Danny? I need you to cover me while I run to the wagon. You don't have to try to hit anyone. Just lay down some fire to keep them from shooting back. Can you do that?
Yeah, all right. I don't think I'll be able to cover you the whole way, though.
Better than nothing. Thanks. Lola?
Not now, Leger.
Okay.
A patch of dry dirt on the forest floor. These woods are lousy with Blackburn agents. Thanks for the cover, Danny. Carson's over there. Guess he's too far for Danny. I need to distract him somehow.
Ja, dann nehmen wir...
If I'm gonna throw something at Carson, it needs to be something that'll keep him occupied long enough for me to get past. If I'm gonna throw something at Carson...
Ah, warte mal.
A patch of dried... Sorry, Phil, but desperate times and all that. I've made a nice little puddle of mud. Yuck. All right, Harley. If ever there was a time to make your aim count, this is it. Hey, Carson! Got him. He ran farther into the woods. I should be clear to get closer to the wagon now. Not far to the wagon now. Nadine, are you okay?
Yes, I'm unhurt. What about you and the others?
All accounted for except Jake.
I think he's up near the front of the wagon. We need to do something about these men.
Working on it. Hey, Nadine?
Yes?
Phil's had an idea to get rid of the Blackburns. He needs some dynamite from that trunk behind the rear wheel.
How will you get over there?
Still trying to figure that out. Think you can make it to the trunk?
Not while that man has a clear shot at me. I might be able to if you can distract him.
You haven't been hit or anything.
Still okay. The others?
Well, Danny's having something of a crisis.
Poor Danny. None of us were prepared for this.
You said you saw Jake at the front of the wagon?
He ran that way when the shooting started. He dropped his hat in the commotion. I picked it up for him. Seems silly. I just did it without thinking.
Okay.
Think I could hold on to Jake's hat for a spell?
Of course. Here it is.
Ach, haben wir jetzt schon? Okay. Dann können wir eine Ablenkung bauen.
I hope this works as a decoy. Okay, Nadine. I've got an idea. I'm
Schon
going
wieder
to get
Carson.
Carson's attention with this. While he's distracted, you make a break for the trunk.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Nice going. Now toss me a stick of dynamite, would you? Thanks. Sit tight and keep your head low. I'll get this back to Phil.
All right. Good luck, Harley.
Mission accomplished. Got the dynamite.
Excelente. Give it here.
Catch!
Everyone down and cover your ears.
Ich will noch lauter brüllen.
Dynamite! Run! Anda! That has taken care of them.
Nice work, Mr. Marquez.
Gracias.
That's all of them?
All the ones I saw. Carson, you're the last one standing. Give yourself up while you got the chance.
All right, damn you. I know when I'm beat.
Come on. Let's find Nadine and Jake.
No sudden moves. You're outgunned.
I am well aware of the situation, ma'am. I hope you all realize just how much trouble you're in. You've killed 4 good men. My client will be very displeased to learn of this.
And just who is this client?
Please, when you engage the Blackburns, you can be assured of confidentiality above all else. You may kill me, but you'll get nothing out of me.
Enough, Leger. We need to end this.
Yes, make an example of him. Send a message to his client.
We don't have to kill him. The Blackburns aren't well liked in El Presidio. We could turn them into the police there. Whoever sent them, it wasn't lawful. They tried to murder us.
Do what you like. It won't make a lick of difference.
Before doing anything, we need to disarm him.
One last thing before you do.
Nein!
Phil! Are you alright? Say something.
I'm going to try to stop the bleeding. Give him space.
I'm going to check the wagon, see if I can find Jake. Stay with us, Phil. Please. Jake!
Oh, Harley. Glad to see you in one piece. Things got real rough back there, but we made it out all right. Everyone is all right? Right?
Things might have gone better if you'd been around to help. Where were you when the shots started flying?
Me? Oh, well, I was holding a position at the front of the wagon, you see. I was aiming to push forward, looking for my opening. Then you folks took care of everybody. Mighty impressive how you handled yourselves, I must say.
You're acting stranger than usual. What's going on?
Now, Harley, that ain't a very nice thing to say. We've just been ambushed and nearly killed by the Blackburns. Blood's still pumping a mite hot, you know. Being shot at'll do that to you.
Are you running away?
What? Preposterous. Gentleman Jake does not run away.
Then what are you doing?
Why, I'm acting in accordance with my true nature. I'm a coward, Harley.
What?
Don't make me say it again.
So you are running away.
That is about the long and the short of it.
Why?
I already told you. Now just let me tuck my tail under and go, would you? Do we need to drag this out?
So it's just like that, is it? You're off as if none of this happened?
I'm off precisely because this happened. This was meant to be a simple job. Find out where Clark went, get paid. Nobody said nothing about crossing the army or getting shot at by goddamn Blackburns.
So the great gentleman Jake turns tail as soon as things get rough? What about all those legendary feats?
Legends, as you say. Tall tales to liven up the stage. I'm a showman, after all.
So, the Bleachbone Gulch showdown?
Only reason I was last man standing is because I hid behind a rock. And that's the shameful truth.
And the duel with Billy Boakes?
His gun jammed. Otherwise, I'd have been a goner.
And what about that Gentum mine you found? For the orphans?
Never happened.
Toll.
Hope there's no hard feelings.
And?
If this is your idea of a joke, it's not funny.
I ain't never been more serious in my life.
I thought better of you, Jake. Really, I did.
I appreciate the sentiment, Miss Leger, however misplaced. But the truth is, you're all better off without me.
What about Danny? You're gonna walk away and leave him behind like this?
The kid deserves a better life than following an old fool like me around. A chance to bolster his confidence and make something of himself. Hell, just knowing you folks these past few days has given him that much. Well, I'd best be off. Good luck getting to El Presidio.
Na toll.
Well?
He's gone. Nadine tried everything, but she couldn't save him.
Oh God. No.
We'll have to mourn later. First, we gotta hide these Blackburns so more don't come after us. Where's Ackerman?
He left. Turns out he was no hero after all.
He what?
Can't say I'm surprised. Come on, we have work to do.
Gab's ein anderes,
Well, where to begin? We lost someone special today. General Filomeno Marquez. We knew him as Phil. Phil didn't do anything halfway. He fought hard, loved hard, laughed hard. He lived his life with absolute passion and conviction. He burned too briefly but bright. Phil was an idealist. Now, ordinarily that might not sound like a compliment, but in his case, it absolutely is. Phil fought for a better world because he believed that things could really be better. He had principles and he lived by them, and died by them. And finally, Phil was undeniably a hero. He was a devoted champion for the people of New Spain, and a loyal
Also, es
friend
gibt
to
mehrere
his
Enden.
companions. He was brave, passionate, and honorable. The revolution has lost a great man. Above all else, he was selfless. Phil took a bullet for me. He made the ultimate sacrifice for a friend. I can think of nothing more honorable. And I swear, his death will not go unpunished. We'll find the person who sent the Blackburns after us, and make sure they get what they deserve. Farewell, friend. Phil. We lost Phil. He was always ready to lay down his life for a worthy cause. Guess saving the lives of your friends qualifies. He was a good man, and a fighter to the end. Jake's gone too. Damn him. Anyway, we finally made it. El Presidio. We were supposed to pick up Dr. Clark's trail here at the Jolly Good Club, but I'm not sure what good that will do us now. Those of us who are left. Everything's changed.
There she is, El Presidio.
It's grown since I was last here.
Cities have a habit of doing that.
Goodness, it's huge. How will we ever find what we're looking for?
Shouldn't be too tough to find our way around. We just need to find a safe place to park the wagon.
Oh no, this is the end of the line for me.
What?
Our deal was I get you to El Presidio. Here we are. Our business is concluded.
But I thought...
No hard feelings, Leger. The journey's been interesting for sure. Good luck finding that fortune of yours. I'll be in town a couple more days, Nadine. Come find me when you're done.
What do we do now?
Suppose we should find a place to stay. We'll need to plan...
Good evening. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but are you Miss Harley Leger?
Say, you look familiar. I've seen you before.
That is entirely possible, Miss Leger. I do believe we were in Rosewater at the same time. My name is Timothy King. I've been sent to welcome you to our fair city.
Thanks?
Okay.
My employer is quite keen to meet you and your associates. There's a carriage waiting to take us to the offices of Vespuccia Petrol. Please, follow me if you would.
And just who is this mysterious employer of yours?
I'm afraid she would be quite cross with me if I robbed her of the pleasure of introducing herself. You'll soon be acquainted.
Fine. Let's go then.
Das ist die alte
They're
Dame.
here, ma'am.
Thank you, Timothy. Miss Leger, please come in. Welcome to El Presidio. I hope your journey here wasn't too unpleasant.
How in the ether do you know who I am?
I appreciate you must have many questions, Miss Leger. I shall gladly answer them, but first permit me to ask one of my own. Where is Mr. Ackerman?
haven't a clue. We were attacked by the Blackburns and he turned tail and ran.
I see. Pity for him. This is a blatant breach of contract.
Beg pardon?
My name is D.W. Shaw. I am the owner and operator of Vespuccia Petrol. Last week, I met with Mr. Ackerman in Rosewater to discuss a business proposition. I engaged his services to track down Dr. Bennett Clark and bring him to me. A few days ago, I received a letter informing me he was on his way here along with the team he had assembled. He seemed confident you had found a significant lead as to Clark's whereabouts. But now you tell me he has abandoned your group and the assignment. This puts me in a rather awkward position. But perhaps all is not lost. You've come this far. I see no reason why you can't finish what Mr. Ackerman started.
I'm confused. You asked Jake to look for Dr. Clark?
Correct.
Then why did he tell us we were searching for Clark's missing fortune?
Missing fortune? What missing fortune?
Jake said Dr. Clark left behind a bunch of money when he disappeared.
I see. I haven't a clue why he chose to mislead you. Perhaps he felt a treasure hunt would be more enticing.
Toll.
He certainly did have a flair for the dramatic.
A risk of hiring a stage entertainer. But the truth would have had to come out eventually. My agreement with him was quite clear. 25,000 crowns in exchange for bringing me Dr. Clark. The same agreement applies to the three of you.
So you're telling me Clark's still alive?
Alive and, ironically, somewhere in El Presidio. What exactly was this lead you found?
Right before he disappeared, Dr. Clark was invited to stay at the Jolly Good Club.
Ah, yes, I know it. Quite exclusive. I myself have never set foot inside. You intend to search for him there?
Seems the best option.
Very good. You'll find the club on Cedar Avenue between Gull and Hare Street. In the meantime, I will ensure your stay here is comfortable. I've reserved rooms at the Presidio Hotel on the other side of town. You must be exhausted. I'll have Timothy summon a coach. Enjoy your rest. Should you need to speak with me again, you may return here. Good night to you.
Am folgenden Abend.
I can't remember the last time I slept in such a comfortable bed.
Neither can I.
So what's our plan for tonight?
To see what we can find out at the Jolly Good Club. Hey, Nadine. What do you suppose Shaw's reason for wanting Clark is?
An excellent question. My guess would be to hire him, though I've no idea for what.
Die Energie.
I can't understand how Jake could just run off like that.
I can't either. I thought he was supposed to be a legendary hero.
That's what he wanted everyone to believe.
It's kind of sad. I wonder if he believed it himself.
I can't believe Phil is gone.
I know. I miss him too. I feel awful that I couldn't save him. I truly tried everything I could.
I know you did. Don't go beating yourself up. Think of it this way. The last thing he saw was the kind, compassionate face of someone who cared about him, trying to help. That's more than a lot of folks get at the end.
Yes, I know. I think the best way we can honor Phil's memory is to finish what we came here to do.
You're absolutely right. Do you suppose Miss Johnson will be okay?
She's a very strong person, but she is quite expert at hiding her feelings. More gets to her than she lets on.
You think?
I know. You don't think she's really cold and heartless, do you? She's just careful about who she lets in. It's hard to trust when you've been burned too many times.
I suppose I can relate. Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
What do you suppose Shaw's interest in Dr. Clark is?
Could be anything, really. But I'm guessing it has to do with making her money.
Sorry about Jake. You must be real busted up about it.
I was, at first. The more I thought about it, the more I realized how obvious it should have been he was full of hot air. Having me do all the shooting, never a shred of proof to back up his stories. I thought working for him was the first stepping stone on some longer path. I thought I had so much to learn from him. Guess he taught me a lesson in the end, all right.
Poor Phil. I really miss the guy.
Me too. It's not the same without him. I really hope things don't fall apart for his revolution.
Me too. but that's not really up to us. Miss Johnson really went through it with us. Hope she'll be okay.
I think she will be, at the very least. She's got a new dog friend to keep her company.
A snowy winter scene must count as an exotic landscape around here.
Mhm.
A painting of a city street at night. The architecture looks more like something you'd see back east.
Die könnten wir doch hier.
This banana looks nice and ripe.
Ist aber rot.
I've never seen a banana with a red peel before. Nadine carved this for me after telling me that story about the fox.
Oh, die Scheiße. Ich hatte einen Doppelklick gemacht. Mann. Mitten in der Nacht wird gestrichen. Das ist aber seltsam.
It's full of tools. Good evening, sir.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Are you familiar with the Jolly Good Club?
Sure. I've heard of it. Real fancy place in the north part of town. Never been inside. That sort of place ain't for people like me. No disrespect, but I doubt they let you in either.
Have you heard of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Can't say I have. Sorry.
Got any tips for what to do and see around here?
Oh, first time visiting, huh? Annabro Square Park is a nice spot to relax. Closed after dusk, of course. I'd say the wharf's the beating heart of the city. But it gets pretty rough at night. It's just northeast of here. For a taste of the Far East, there's Chinatown. That's on Annabro Square Road between Finch and Gull. Communicating with the folks there can be a challenge. Although, I suppose your friend could help.
Thanks. That's very helpful. What are you working on up there?
Just fixing the hotel sign. New management's looking to spruce the place up. Promised me a new tool set, too. Can't complain.
Something wrong with your current tools?
They're old and rusty. Need a replacing years ago. But hey, better late than never, huh? I'm most looking forward to a new drill. Old one could hardly make a hole in a bar of soap.
Thanks for the chat. I'll let you get back to work.
Evening to you.
Okay.
The Vespuccia Petrol Building. Shaw really does have a great view of the city, when it's not all blocked by fog, anyway.
Oh Gott, jetzt gibt's noch eine Karte. Oh, bitte nicht. Wie groß ist das Spiel denn? Okay, das ist da ist der Park. Okay, dann muss ich weiter runter.
Goodness, this place is bustling.
Watch yourselves, friends. Big cities aren't always kind. They're giving those documents some serious contemplation. These two are engaged in some highly emotional quarrel. She's just doing her job. You're tying one on and watching the world go by. Hard to tell which is more the ass.
So, wir haben da einen Ausgang. Pfandleiher.
Wow! This place is packed with stuff.
A collection of rather creepy dolls. I hate the way their eyes seem to follow me. Seems there wasn't enough wall space for these. It's way too faded to read. Do you seek work? Find your way. Approach a laborer and say, I am a stranger. Curious. Ask about our special behind-the-counter items. Ring bell.
Yes, can I help you?
You've got an impressive selection, but I was wondering what you had behind the counter.
Got some jewelry, some repair kits, and a set of lockpicks.
Quite a shop you've got here.
Glad you like it.
How did the ship get up here on land?
The city extended the shoreline when it built the new breakwater. Brought the land to the ship. About that time, some big trading company went bankrupt and couldn't pay the upkeep on its derelicts. So the harbor authority seized them, converted them to lodgings and shops.
Anything you can tell a first-time visitor about this city?
If you're not feeling it in your legs yet, you will soon. Something to look forward to. Honestly, who thought it would be a good idea to build a city in such a hilly place?
Know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Never heard of it, sorry.
I have something to sell.
Okay, what?
How much is this old Spanish doubloon worth?
Where did you find this?
Buried in the desert, if you can believe it.
Not bad. I can give you 45 crowns for it.
Sounds good to me.
War das jetzt gut?
I have something to sell.
Okay, what?
I have this tea caddy. How much would you say it's worth?
That is a rather nice piece. I can pay you 16 crowns for it.
You've got a deal. Appreciate the help.
Sure.
Weiß nicht, ob das gut war.
The transcontinental route ends here. These will be headed back to cities on the East Coast. The lighthouse on that island must guide the ships into the harbor. Good evening.
Evening to you.
That boat yours?
Sure is. Use her to fish during the day, but sometimes I take folks for a sail. The price is right, of course.
And what is the right price for a ride?
Depends. A cruise around the bay will run you 20 crowns a head. If you had something specific in mind, we can negotiate.
I'd like to know about this city.
Oh, I love it here. There's a reason they call it the mouth of the West. We get all kinds coming through here from other provinces and other nations. El Presidio's been growing like crazy. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Never heard of it. Sounds like it's for fancy types.
Ever heard of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Wasn't he the guy who blew up those people a few years back?
Yes, I suppose he was.
That's all I know about him. Sorry.
Thanks for the chat. Have a good night.
See you around.
Good evening, sir.
Evening. Get your fruit here. Pears and oranges, only 2 crowns. Lemons for 3. Coconuts for 5. Tell me what you're looking for.
Oh.
You get many customers at night?
Oh, sure. You came from the central part of the wharf. I'm sure you saw how lively it is. Plenty of folk from the saloon come by, sucking on lemons and oranges before bed eases the hangover to come. That's what they say, anyway. Who am I to argue?
What can you tell an out-of-towner about this city?
Watch your step round here. Many's the time I've seen visitors lose their way in the fog and take a plunge into the bay.
Do you know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Sure, I deal with them from time to time. Can't tell you much more beyond their fruit-buying habits, though.
Would you happen to be familiar with Dr. Bennett Clark?
The scientist? I've heard his name, but I don't know much about the man.
I'll be off.
If you need fruit, you know where to find me. I'm open all night.
Warum auch immer man die ganze Nacht offen hat. Der ist seltsam.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Why are you standing around the park at night?
I'm waiting for someone.
Can you tell me about El Presidio? I'm new in town.
You don't say. This city has plenty to offer. It depends on what you're seeking.
Do you know anything about the Jolly Good Club?
Only that I could work 1,000 years and still not have enough money to be a member.
Would you happen to be familiar with Dr. Bennett Clark?
The mad inventor who blew up the Lamplight City Expo with his illegal doomsday weapon a few years back? Never heard of him.
Mhm.
We are on Cedar Avenue.
Zu der Park.
The park's closed at night.
Na toll.
Hey, Nadine. So, what do you think of El Presidio?
I'm trying not to be overwhelmed. All these buildings and streets. How does anyone find their way around? It's unlike anything I've seen before. I'm glad I got the chance to visit.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Harley.
How's it feel to be back here?
Hard to say. I'm glad to be back, but I'm also reminded why I left. Kind of an odd feeling.